This is tutorial 1-4, measuring distances in the GIS tutorial 1 basic workbook. In this tutorial, we're going to use the ruler tool to measure distances. I'm going to go a little bit further and show you how to measure area as well as a whole feature. Now, we're going to begin where we left off with tutorial 1-3, but we have to save this new project as tutorial 1-4. So I'm just going to go in here and change it. And now it's been saved. I'm going to use the bookmark that we learned about in the last tutorial to zoom out to the 48 states. And then I'm going to use the ruler tool. And I'm going to turn on my magnifier for this. And it's right here. It's the little ruler with the two arrows. So you're going to want to click on that, and that's going to open up this window. This first symbol will measure a line. The second symbol will measure an area. The third one, the little plus sign, will measure a feature. The sigma sign will show totals. This little drop-down menu will allow you to change the values of units. This one will clear the results, and this one will change how you are measuring. So I'm going to turn off my magnifier so it's not blocking the view. And we're going to go to units and distance, and we're going to change it to miles. First, I'm going to zoom into Washington State here. So I'm going to click on this little edge right here, and then I'm just going to try to get as far over as I can. Click over here, and it gave me a total of 334.7 miles. The book got 334.45, so we're very close to what the book got. So I'm going to turn off my magnifier, and another neat thing is you can go up here and change your units. Say you want to go to kilometers, and it will change it. If you need to record things in multiple units, this is a nice way of doing it because you can do it very easily. Obviously, meters for something like this would be a little ridiculous. For the your turn, they want us to zoom out. So we're going to use the bookmark again. And it wants us to go from north to south. From the southern tip of Texas all the way up. And we should be getting roughly 1,600 miles. I have closer to 1,700. Then we're going to measure east to west from the states of Maine and Washington. And that one should be about 2,500, I believe. Yep. Mine's pretty close, 2,560. Now we're going to zoom back into Washington. We're going to measure north to south in the state, and it should be about 250 miles, which it is. Now that's where the tutorial lets off, but there's a lot more we can do with this tool. I'm going to go back to the states, and first we can measure an area. I can click on this right here, and I can keep going and kind of make a box around the state. And it tells me that the perimeter is about 1,250 miles, and it has an area of a little over 97,000 square miles. So that's one cool feature of the measure tool. Another is I can just click on it, and it will tell me what the perimeter and the area is. So it's 1,254, so I was very close. I did leave out quite a bit of the area because it jumped up to almost 98,000 square miles. But still pretty neat. This is also useful. Let's zoom in. Say I want to know for this line. This road is now almost 1.5 miles. I can click on this one and find out that it's just a little under a half mile. and this one's also a little under half a mile. Now, I've never used the sum one, so if we click on this, yes, it will just keep adding them. So I could follow a road and just keep clicking on each segment that I want to follow. So I'm going to clear my results, and I've shown you how we can change our distance, and we can also change our area. Those are the other functions of the measure tool. I recommend that you go around, experiment with those. And we'll zoom out to the 48. You're going to want to save your map, and that concludes this video.